Hi, everybody. I wanted to talk to you about Google Meet and accessing that application for video conferencing and things. As you can see, I'm in a Google Drive right here. I'm going to go up to the apps launcher or the waffle. These are all the different Google apps we have access to. Scroll down to where you find Meet. When you click on that, the Meet app launches, and you can simply start a meeting right here by clicking the plus. You can name the video chat whatever you want. I'm just going to call this one test. And then it will start the meeting. The first time you do it, it's going to ask you some questions about the equipment you have. And then it will give you a preview, there I am, of me so I can check my lighting and makeup and hair. And then if I'm ready to join the meeting, I click this Join Now button. If I join this now and I haven't invited anybody else, it'll just be me meeting with myself. But if I click this, I get this information for people to join. So I can copy this and email it to the person. That's one way to do all of this. Really, all you need is this hyperlink right here. And if you send that hyperlink to someone, they would just click on it and they'd be able to join. The other way is just like with everything else in Google, you can add people. And so you can just type in whoever it is you want to invite, and they'll get a notification. Another way to use Google Meet is through Outlook, and that's as of today. We pushed out an add-in that allows you to create Meet video conferences from Outlook, and I'll show you that now. So you're going to go to your Outlook email, and it can be the web-based version or the client version. And so the way you get to it is you go to create a new email, and now you can see I have this Hangouts Meet button, and you should have this too. You may have to restart Outlook for it to show up, but it should show up when you're composing an email. And so to add and create a Meet, you click there, say Add Meeting. And then the first time you do this, it's going to ask you to say, some of your information to make sure that you want this to happen. So I'm going to click Sign In. Click on the account you want to use. It should be your HSD account. It's just asking you if this is okay. We say Allow. And it's working on our request. So because I clicked Add Meeting, it's now just popped in all that information right here, and I can email this to whoever I want and start that video chat. If you're someone that uses the web-based version of Outlook, the same procedure can be done here. You click New Message, and then in order to add a Hangouts Meet session, you go down to the three dots down here. So if I click this and say Add Meeting, it should populate in the body of this email. There it is, a hyperlink. This is it does provide a phone-in option for someone who's maybe who doesn't have a device that they can do this with. And then also that would work for somebody who doesn't have a Google account, because if you don't have a Google account, then you wouldn't be able to access Hangouts Meet. It doesn't have to be an HSD Google account. It could be another one. But for people who do not have Google accounts, they could access the session just by phone. Another great use for the Google Hangout Meet add-in is when you're scheduling appointments in your calendar. So here I am in my calendar. There are lots of different ways to schedule appointments. I typically find the time that I want and double click on the space, and up pops this, the typical appointment scheduler. So you can add your invites and all of those sorts of things, set your times, your dates. But now it has that Hangouts Meet option. And so if I click that and say Add Meeting, it will populate the body of this with all of the join code information that people would need. All of the attendees that I send this to would receive this, and that meeting should be active for that date whenever it happens in the future. Just click save and close, and it'll be on your calendar with that information there. Hopefully that helps.